advocate, name pending. I'm Ben, as always I'm joined by Shawn.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about urban legends.
Ooh.
Yeah, see,
Spooky.
I like a spooky one.
Yeah.
Although that's the problem with these is they do cross over into cryptids occasionally.
Yeah, what's a cryptid?
A cryptid is a animal that no one's quite sure if it exists or not, hence like Bigfoot or Nessie or, you know.
Loch Ness Monster, for the people that don't know her.
What, you know her personally?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll introduce you.
She's a bit big for me. I'm not a fan of 20-ton dinosaurs.
No.
Rocking up. You can call me racist if you like.
It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur species.
That's if she's a dinosaur.
Well, she probably is. If there's still one knocking around.
Or a massive snake.
I thought she was like a plesiosaur with like a long neck and a flippers.
I don't know, to be fair.
No, I thought that was the impression I had. Was like she was like a.
Well, you only really see in the photo this like big neck thing, don't you?
Maybe that could be my saying. Like I've got a dick like Nessie's neck.
Just call it Nessie.
Maybe not.
No.
Anyway,
doesn't sound very intimidating.
Let's start with a chupacabra. He's a cryptid.
Hey, that's my favourite one. It's the only one I know, really.
He's literal translation is the goat sucker.
No.
A legendary creature, the folklore in parts of the Americas. First sighting in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. See, I was always under the impression he was like a Mexican folklore.
Yeah, I think it's like spread up now.
Yeah.
He attacks and drinks the blood of livestock, goats, pets.
Okay, so why are people so afraid of him then?
Well, because it's a weird-looking lizardy creature with
Lizard
spines
man.
on his back that's sucking the blood out of their pets.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fancy running into one in a dark night.
Yeah, maybe he's just like an aliens baby, like the lizard men that we always talk about, the aliens. Maybe he's just one of the babies that got lost.
Well, maybe.
And he went a bit feral.
Yeah.
He's going around eating goats and chickens. And
yeah, maybe sleeping in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Occasionally trying to eat children, just for fun.
Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, who's to say he hasn't?
That's true.
Or they haven't. I don't think there could be more than one.
Yeah, there's got to be more than one, hasn't there? Because they've been sighted all. Unless he's like travelling around with like his little backpack.
Oh, do you think he's like the littlest hobo?
Yeah.
Going around, he's got a little
handkerchief,
stick and a handkerchief,
and
travelling around.
Yeah.
Got to get me a goat to suck.
Yeah, he's just stopping off at little taverns, just eating goats, and then he's like, right, time to go to the next location, taking photos of landmarks.
Maybe.
As he goes along.
Maybe the sad thing is that the apparently he looks the first sighting in 1995.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, the film was 1995. I tell a lie.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen the film?
The film?
I don't know if you'll have ever seen it. Species.
Yes, I think I have.
Yeah, there's a really hot naked chick and she's banging everybody and then she kills all the men she has sex with. And when she goes into her alien form, she looks a lot like the chupacabra.
Oh, okay.
So chances are someone may have stolen that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? But they're finding these bodies of goats.
Getting sucked.
Yeah.
The goats are loving it.
Well, maybe. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, they find these bodies. They've got no blood. They've got a couple of holes in them. People have seen it apparently, but it could be a coyote with mange.
It's probably more likely to be that, isn't it? Are they the bodies like mutilated, or have they just got their blood drained like a vampire?
Yeah, the blood drained, really.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just a giant bat, a giant blood bat.
Yeah. Well, there was that giant bat in the Philippines. It was like 4 foot tall.
Oh, I sent you that, didn't I? That was massive.
Yeah.
It's like almost as big as a person. Could you imagine walking past that and it just opens its wings?
I'd just punch the fucking thing. I'm like, ah!
Just hook punch. Boom.
Then I'd work the body.
Like Rocky.
Yeah.
That's kind of your hanging meat that you just beat up.
Yeah.
Start playing the theme tune on the background.
Yeah, please.
The
chupacabra. I mean, it's an interesting. It's probably not a dog or a coyote because they'd eat the animal.
Yeah, it's interesting that so many sort of people think they've seen it and they've seen it all over the world. It makes you think maybe that there's this sort of weird lizard species we've probably never sort of come in contact with. That's very good at keeping hidden and also hunts these goats and chickens and whatever.
Yeah.
for them to be spotted in places like Russia and then Mexico.
No, I don't know about. Oh yeah, Russia, the Philippines. Yeah.
So that's like all over the world, basically.
Although sightings in the southern United States and northern Mexico have been verified as canids, so dogs or coyotes with mange.
Yeah.
But they ain't drinking the blood.
No. I know we weren't going to bring up Bigfoot because, like you said, he's more cryptid. But it's kind of like how we've got Bigfoot on one side of the globe and then a Yeti on the other side of the globe. It's like they've both got their own version of it. Russia's got their version. Mexico's got their version.
Australia's got one, the Yowie.
Yeah.
Tibet, obviously, the Yeti.
Yeah.
I think there's a similar thing in Russia.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Pacific Northwest of America. But who knows what there is in them woods?
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, especially in the Siberian wilderness. So let's face it, you're not going to hang around up Everest to try and catch sight of a Yeti.
Yeah. If these creatures exist and they have some sort of it, like if the chupacabra exists and it's got some sort of intelligence, and I'm not talking super intelligence or human intelligence, just clever enough to realise if it's spotted it's probably going to be killed, or at the very least they're going to move goats away or protect goats a little bit better so they're not eating them.
That's true.
They're going to be pretty good at staying hidden, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah, all cryptids have got to be masters of disguise.
Yeah. Or maybe they're humans and they just transform. Kind of like how you said with that movie.
Or maybe like the ancient, the Native American legends of the Skinwalker.
Yeah, maybe. Could be.
Could something to do with that.
Yeah. I like that idea.
It's
same with the Yetis. They just transform.
No, I just like the fact there's Bigfoots about.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's actually one of the few cryptids I think, maybe.
That'd be pretty cool. Maybe it's just a really hairy dude.
Just some really hairy bloke trotting around the woods.
Some really hairy lumberjack just walking around.
Yeah, they reckon he's like 7 to 9 feet tall.
So, yeah, he's like really big and hench.
The hench you get does not make you taller though.
Yeah, he's like a freakishly tall and he's just walking around just cutting wood and people keep taking photos of him. He's like, why do people keep taking photos of me for? I know I like to work with my shirt off, but this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, he's like the dude from Umbrella Academy then.
Yeah.
He's really hairy. He was Splice of the Monkey, wasn't he?
Yeah, gorilla, wasn't it? Yeah, could be.
Maybe he's trotting around.
Yeah, he's the Yeti.
I like Bigfoot.
He's the Bigfoot.
I would quite happily befriend a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Just like Harry and the Hendersons. Come and live with us, Bigfoot.
Have Bigfoot as a friend.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I remember that. That was an old show. Yeah. Man. I remember that.
I wonder how much beer it'd take to get him drunk.
Probably about 50 or 60 pints, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's a lightweight because he's never drank.
Oh, I bet he's had some. I bet he's like eaten some rotten apples or something, or
really drunk off some sort of cider.
Yeah. Because they what's the word now? Oh, they turn into booze, don't they?
Yeah.
That's why all the
fermented.
Wasps. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why all the wasps get super aggressive towards the end of the summer because they're all pissed off fermented acid. Yeah.
I love how we were like, we're not gonna say Bigfoot, and that's like the first thing we brought over, and Chupacabra, then straight to Bigfoot and Yetis.
I'd like to see a Bigfoot crime problem, where crime series where Bigfoot is a Victorian detective with a little deerstalker hat and he goes around on a penny farthing.
That'd be awesome. We should pitch that to Netflix.
Yeah. Good day to you. I say good day. Puts his hat on and rides off.
Let's pitch it to Netflix. They buy pretty much anything.
Well, they do buy anything.
Do you think you'd have to shave? Just a little bit. Bigfoot. Shave his face.
I think he should keep him as Bigfoot, but he should have big, hairier mutton chops. Like to blend in a bit more.
Yeah.
And he'd have like a quite smart tailored 3-piece suit.
Oh yeah, that'd look cool.
Yeah.
That would look awesome.
And
does he get a monocle?
Well, maybe.
That'd be cool.
He can go around solving crimes in Victorian London. It'd be sweet as fuck. Bigfoot in London.
Meet Sherlock Holmes.
Bigfoot meets Sherlock Holmes.
That'd be a great sequel, wouldn't it?
What if Sherlock
Yeah.
captures Bigfoot,
Yeah.
earns his respect, teaches him English, and sacks Watson and brings him Bigfoot?
That'd be brilliant. So Sherlock and what would you call him? Just Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
That's awesome.
All right. We've spoken about Bigfoot and we didn't mean to.
Back to Chupacabra.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's probably been exaggerated. I like the idea of it being like a shapeshifter. That's pretty cool. But it's most likely some sort of giant lizard, isn't it? That we probably don't know of.
Yeah. Or it's just some drunken Mexican farmer pissed off his face on tequila, seeing a coyote with mange.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, until someone actually kills one.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing.
Yeah, we're never going to know, are we?
It
seems weird that it's like just draining the blood from them.
Yeah.
That does seem weird. It's like very vampire-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a bunch of vampires rocking around all over the world.
Vampires, myths are on every continent.
I mean, if it's dark and they're crouched over a goat, it might look very small and lizardy. And if they're eating goats instead of humans, maybe they're malnourished, so they look a bit scaly and skinny.
Yeah.
But they're trying not to eat humans so they don't get caught and killed by Blade.
Is Blade real now?
Blade's real.
Oh, right. Is Wesley Snipes that hard up? He's stolen the costume and is travelling around as a vampire slayer for hire.
Wesley Snipes is Blade. That's his biography. He's just hiding it.
Right.
He wakes up every morning. He puts makeup on to look older, but he hasn't aged.
Oh,
he
I
is
see.
Blade.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's an interesting theory you've got.
Yeah.
So away from the cryptids and to the supernatural.
Yeah, the bit more creepy and ghost sort of stuff.
Personally, I've never done this one. Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that was big when I was growing up. They say the name 3 times and she'd appear or something.
That's it.
I don't know what she was supposed to do. I can't remember. Was it kill?
Historically, it's mainly for women, and you're supposed to see the future husband.
Oh, okay. See, I was always under the impression she turns up and she kills you.
Oh, that's true.
That was spread about when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, also a chance they would see a skull.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they're going to die before they would get married. I suppose back in the day, let's face it, early 20th century, all a woman was like, oh, I hope I get married soon.
Yeah, all they cared about was getting married, so...
It wasn't, the early 20th century, up until they won the women's rights, the suffragettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's kind of boring then, really.
It can be seen as, nowadays, you repeat it 13 times.
Oh, it used to be 3.
Yeah, I used to do 3. Well, I heard it was 3. I never actually did it as a child. Then the apparition sometimes appears as a corpse, witch, or ghost. It can be friendly or evil.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
you had the time to say it 13 times.
Sometimes seen covered in blood.
Yeah.
The law surrounding the ritual states that participants may endure the apparition screaming at them, cursing them, strangling them, stealing their soul, drinking their blood, scratching their eyes out.
It all seemed pretty tame until the eyes. It's like, you can take my soul, it's fine, but just don't take my eyes.
Yeah. The problem is it's got a really simple explanation.
What's that?
Well, if you look in a mirror in the dark for so long, eventually, you'll basically start to hallucinate a little bit. The darkness and the light reflecting off the mirror will play tricks with your eyes.
Oh, okay.
And your face will start to distort, or you might see different faces in it.
Oh, so it's hallucination. I didn't know that.
Yeah, also possibly a bit of self-hypnosis.
Oh, okay.
But you don't know. I mean, the colour of the mirror can also have an effect.
Oh, wow.
More silver-based mirrors portray a masculine figure, while glass-based mirrors portray a feminine figure, like most people see, because most people have glass mirrors nowadays.
Yeah. Don't you hate how science ruins all of the myths and legends?
Well, you could turn around and say, shut up, science, bitch, it's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a ghost, damn it.
I mean, feel free to try later on if you like, if I hear screaming.
Tell me if I'm going to get married, damn it. That's all I want to know. That's all I care about.
You become an early 20th century woman.
Yeah. If I don't get that, you might as well just take my eyes and soul.
Well, all right.
Yeah, that one was a bit dull, to be fair. I remember it being, just as a kid, just if you said it 3 times, she'd turn up and she'd like slit your throat or something. That's what the kids used to say when I was growing up.
I was under the impression it was something to do with she was going to kill you.
Yeah, she'd try and slit your throat, apparently.
Yeah.
Come out the mirror with a knife. That's kind of what was passed around while I was at school. I guess they're legends, aren't they? They change. Each person had their spin on them.
That's it. I mean, it's something I never did, and I don't think it's because I was scared. It's because I was never that popular and invited to parties.
Ah. And now I feel bad because I was asked all the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit of a twat.
I would have asked you.
Yeah, but I'm a bit of a twat.
I would have been like, you want to try and get your throat slit with me?
No.
Yeah, you're not cool.
Exactly, that's why I wasn't cool.
What's the next one then?
The Bunny Man.
The Bunny Man.
Not Echo and the Bunny Men. That's completely different.
I love this one. This one's interesting. It's interesting because we were talking about this one earlier, and it reminds me, if people have seen the film Donnie Darko, his imaginary friend walking around, the kind of creepy Bunny Man. I love that character. And this kind of really reminds me of that.
Well, he's an urban legend that originated from 2 incidents in Fairfax County, Virginia in 1970, but then has been spread to the Washington, D.C. area. The legend has many variations. Most involve a man wearing a rabbit costume who attacks people with an axe. Which is pretty fucking metal.
That's pretty awesome. I think that's a real person. I think he was just screwing with people.
Oh, yeah. I think they got onto his land or something.
Yeah, well, no, I think he was just doing it for fun. You know when we watch all those... Have you seen those videos that were rocking about a couple of years ago with the clowns?
Oh, yeah.
Where people would walk into a parking lot and then the clown would just chase them with a hammer.
Yeah.
And they were, like, really popular. It's just that. It's just before it was viral.
I just preferred seeing the videos of the clown got his fucking ass kicked.
Yeah, the one where he got beat up real bad. That's what I would do.
And the guy who dressed in this country, a guy dressed as Batman, and started patrolling the streets.
That's awesome. I personally think Bunnyman is just a guy that got really bored and just thought he'd screw with some people. I'd love to do that. Just walk around and creep people out. It's probably a fake axe.
Well, it could be a real axe. It's in Virginia. It's in the countryside.
Just for authenticity, and then he gets shot by the cops.
Versions of the legend vary, but these occur around Colchester Overpass, which is referred to as the Bunnyman Bridge.
Ooh.
Versions of the legend vary in terms of his name, motives, weapons, victims, description of the bunny costume or lack of.
He was just trying to be a vigilante, wasn't he? I am Bunnyman. Just running around.
It's not the just
trying to solve crimes.
A sense of fear into me that Batman does.
That's because you spent years instilling that fear. That's what Bunnyman's trying to do. He stands at the top of that sort of underpass. He's like, I'm going to clean up these streets. Yeah, and then he walks off. He waddles off in his Bunnyman suit with his axe on his shoulders.
I'm Bunnyman.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. He's not the hero this city needs, or wants.
Some accounts, the victims' bodies are mutilated.
Oh, damn. Bunnyman took it too far.
Yeah. And in some variations, the Bunnyman's ghost or aging spectre is said to come out of his place of death each year on Halloween. I'm guessing that's the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does it say anything about this bridge? Did someone die there?
No, this dude just seems to have... It's a bit of a creepy bridge, admittedly, but...
Some dude died in a bunny-related incident.
No.
What happened to him was he just walking along and a rabbit just fell on his face and just bit his face, bit his artery or something.
Oh, it's that rabbit from the Holy Grail.
Yeah, he's just there like, remember me. There's this rabbit just on his neck.
Remember me for who I was.
The guy that got killed by a bunny rabbit.
The overpass was built in 1906 on the site of a Civil War era railroad station.
Ah, okay.
Because of the association with the legend, the overpass is a popular destination for paranormal enthusiasts.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The interest obviously started in 2003.
Okay. So
when local authorities began controlling access to the area.
Fairly recent then.
The first sightings of them were in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
In fact, there's some newspaper reports here. October 22nd, 1970, October 31st, 1970.
Wow.
November 4th, November 6th, same year.
So if he is a real man, he's old now. That's why there's no sightings anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't save this city, and then he died. I'm too old now. He passed on his bunny hat to his son, and his son was just like, Dad, you're insane.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. It's been you all this time. You've been scaring children. People won't use that underpass because of you. Quit scaring the locals, man.
50 people contacted the police.
Oh, wow.
Saying that they saw him.
It's a big deal.
And the Washington Post reported the Bunnyman had eaten a man's runaway cat.
That's just gross.
Yeah.
It's gross.
All of a sudden, I'm not so fond of him.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a massive fan of cats, to be fair, so it's not like he ate a dog.
No, but still, I'm not down for the cruelty to animals.
No, I'm not down for that.
Yeah, but still... Bunnyman. Possibility was just some dude fucking with people.
Yeah, I think it was, to be fair. I think it's just some crazy dude.
Yeah, all the sightings came around Halloween.
Yeah.
It's someone trying to freak the kids out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still fun, though.
Yeah. It could even be something that somebody started, like, in the 70s, and then people have just continued to do to kind of build up the legend.
Yeah.
Like, you're in your 20s, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna scare some people on Halloween.
Yeah.
And wear a bunny suit.
With an axe.
Yeah. Just to keep it going.
It's certainly a possibility.
And the cat could have just been eaten by a a fox or something.
By the chupacabra?
Yeah.
Let's tie it in.
Yeah. He's just travelling around. He's just walking with his little hanky and his stick. He walks past the bunny man, just gives him a high five and eats the cat.
Cheers, buddy.
He's like, you got any goats? He's like, no, but there's a cat over there if you want it.
Cheers, buddy. Oh, should we go on to the next one that we've selected?
Yeah, next one.
Techie.
Techie. I love saying that.
It's apparently there's a film about this in 2009. I don't do Japanese horror, so
no.
I watched The Ring once.
Is that any good?
No.
I've never seen it.
No.
I don't watch horrors. I find them boring.
They do get a bit dull.
Yeah, they're too easy to predict as well.
That's the thing. I mean, you can guarantee whenever someone opens a cupboard door, there's a cat in there.
Yeah.
How the cat got in the cupboard, I don't know, but it got in there.
What I don't understand is if you walk into a building and you get that creepy vibe, and people tend to get a creepy vibe if they know something's off.
Yeah.
That's like thousands of years of evolution, that is. You walk in, you're like, oh, there's something doesn't feel right about this building. And then there's a dark room and the door's slightly open. And then the hand goes slowly towards it, and then the camera zooms in.
Yeah.
That then would be my sort of time to go, do I want to walk into this dark room? What purpose would I need to go into that dark room? Do I need something? Is it that important?
Should I get a torch?
Or should I just leave and come back when it doesn't feel so creepy?
Yeah. Come back in the daytime.
Yeah. When everything's light anyway.
Yeah.
Why go into the room? And that's like almost every horror trope. It's like they go into a dark room and then they get killed. Or somebody goes missing and they go looking for them. If they're missing, presume they're dead.
Wow, never going camping with you.
If you were missing...
I've just gone for a walk. Oh, Ben's been a while. Yeah, he's dead.
If we were in the woods and we were having a drink and you went, I'm just going to the bathroom, mate. If you weren't back in 10 minutes, I'm going home.
I could be having a shit.
I'm leaving you. And in the morning, if they're like, oh yeah, we found Ben. He unfortunately fell and died. And if you would have went looking, you would have found him. I'd have been like, well. Fine.
Who's going to pay the rent now?
For all I know, it could have been an axe murderer in that woods. So I just left.
Who's going to pay the rent?
He knew what I'd do.
Oh man, well
he took that risk when he went to the bathroom.
So much for leave no man behind.
It's always leave a man behind.
Yeah.
There's literally a horror film I watched once with someone, and the person gets away. I can't remember what it is, probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre or some crap like that. And the two people are being tortured on this table. And I think it's a girl or a guy, I can't remember, goes back to try, it might be two people, I think it was a girl and a guy, they're going back to try and save their friends.
Yeah.
And then one of them gets caught, killed, so 3 people die, and I think she gets maimed a little bit, and then she gets away in the end of the film. I think it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Or something like that. He's just like, well, why did you go back? This guy has just killed like 8 of your friends. He's got 2 on a table. He loves skinning them and stabbing them. Why would you go back? They're gonna die.
Friendship.
Screw friendship.
I'm getting the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
I'm getting out of there. And if he wants to go back, he's going on his own.
I'd certainly call the police.
I'd probably do that once I was home safe.
Hey, there's this bloke in the woods.
It wouldn't be a massive priority of mine.
Or you go back, have a shower, have something to eat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to call the police.
I should probably make sure Ben's still alive. Probably.
Oh, techie though.
You're like, now I know there was never really a friendship.
Yeah.
You would throw me away like
Yeah.
dust in the wind.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Well, techie.
Yes. A Japanese urban legend about the ghost of a young woman or schoolgirl who's said to have fallen onto a railway line. I didn't pronounce my R then. A railway
You've not
line.
even drank today.
No. Where her body...
That's it, you meant to drink at the podcast.
Clearly I am.
You speak better.
Where her body was cut in half by a train.
Oh, what a way to go.
Yeah, she is a vengeful spirit. There was a Japanese word for that. I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
I'd be pretty pissed, to be fair, if I got cut in half by a train. I'd be vengeful. Let me see the word, see if I can pronounce it.
Oh yeah, you do watch a lot of
Where is it?
Anime.
Vengeful ghost spirit. Onryo.
Onryo?
I'm going to go with Onryo.
Yeah, I didn't know what the accent of the O meant, so...
It could be Onro.
Onro.
Yeah.
A vengeful
They don't
spirit.
really always pronounce the O's, I don't think.
Yeah. And they lurk in an urban area and around train stations. Since she no longer has a lower body, she travels on either hands or elbows, dragging her up her torso and making a scratching or techie like sound.
Techie.
If she encounters an individual...
It's fun to say, to be fair. I can see why she does it.
Techie. If she encounters an individual, she will chase them and slice them in half at the torso.
Why is she called Techie? Was that her name? The name of the girl?
I don't know. It doesn't
or is that what they've just nicknamed her?
Probably because of the noise she makes.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's ever said, whoa, calm down.
Yeah.
Now, let's have a chat about this. I've done nothing to you. I wasn't driving the train.
How about we don't chop me in half?
Yeah.
Why doesn't she go after the guy that kind of cut her in half? The train driver?
That would make sense. She's got a scythe, though. Where's she keeping this scythe? Oh, mind you, she's a ghost.
Maybe she made it.
Yeah, where'd she get it from? That's another thing.
Her own bones from being cut in half.
Think she made it out of her own legs?
Yeah, could be. Sharp in the end. That would be pretty cool, to be fair. That would be an awesome weapon to have.
Yeah, it would actually.
You're like, maybe I could make that. Yeah, but you have to cut off your own legs.
Who says I'm going to cut off my legs?
Well, don't cut off mine, because then I can't run away when I leave you in the woods.
Well, you wouldn't be in the woods in the first place.
No.
She'll cut your body in half with a scythe, mimicking her own death. Interestingly...
Shouldn't she be like on a train, like maniacally laughing, slamming into you?
Yeah, you'd think...
That'd be mimicking her own death.
One version of the story concerns a young woman known as Kashima Raiko, who is said to have died when her legs were severed from her body by a train. According to legend, her legless spirit haunts bathroom stalls, asking occupants if they know where her legs are. If a questioned individual replies with an answer that Kashima does not find acceptable, she will rip or cut their legs off.
Whoa. So she has new legs?
I think she just takes them for the hell of it. Apparently, you're meant to reply...
I just like the idea of a ghost just rocking around with two human legs, just trying to walk with them. She's just holding on to them, just trying to walk with human legs, and then a ghost figure.
Yeah, but she's like a schoolgirl.
Yeah, with like
a
giant...
tiny little Japanese schoolgirl.
Holding onto
like my legs.
Yeah, severed.
Yeah.
So there's blood dripping out of them. Just hold on to him with her arms, trying to walk in them. That would look so funny.
This one gets me. You go in the toilet. Yeah. You're sat there. You're having a shit.
She's not going to want your legs, is she?
You're having a shit. Next thing you know, this severed torso of a Japanese schoolgirl pokes her head on the door. Have you seen my legs? You're like, fuck off! I'm having a shit. Apparently...
I can't imagine her wanting to crawl under the stall if you're doing that.
She may do.
I don't walk anywhere near the bathroom if you've done that.
Apparently, if you tell her that her legs are on the Meishin Expressway,
yeah,
she'll leave you alone.
Surely she must know that by now.
You'd think so.
Because that's where she was.
Well,
I presume.
Presumably.
You presume too much.
Well, never assume anything.
That's true. She must have forgot where they were. Where they are.
Well, she's a ghost. Maybe she just reappears every night. It's like, fuck, where's my legs?
That would suck.
Yeah. Being a ghost for any time would suck.
Unless you can travel.
Well, yeah, but she ain't going to be.
Or you're a friendly ghost like Casper.
Ah, fuck him.
That looks like fun, man. You're just hanging around. Going on adventures. Saving the day.
Oh, fuck Casper, he's dull as shit.
I grew up watching Casper. I thought he was amazing.
Casper's just the ghost of Richie Rich.
Is it really?
Probably, they look alike.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Or someone Richie Rich killed. Or maybe Richie Rich was taken hostage, kidnapped, and his parents wouldn't pay the ransom. And they killed him.
Makes sense. Checks out. You get fed up of paying the ransom every year, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Just kill him. It's his like the 10th time.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just listen and stop getting into vans with people? just kill him.
But it says free puppies.
Damn it, Richie Rich.
You could buy a dozen puppies over.
You're rich, but you're stupid.
A lot of people are.
Yeah.
Look at the president. Look at Boris.
Yeah, it's true. I think Boris is a genius. He's a mad genius. He pretends to be stupid, but he's got a maniacal plan to ruin the country, and it's working.
The maniacal plan was getting him elected.
And everyone's like, nah, he has no idea what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Why would you vote for someone that doesn't know what they're doing now? That's the thing.
See, I've had this conversation with people. People prefer to follow an idiot than they do an intellectual because they think that idiots can't lie.
That's what Boris does.
Yeah, but they think that you can't lie convincingly. So they think what you see is what you get with him because he's not smart enough to keep things under under wraps. Whereas more intellectual, say Jeremy Corbyn, they don't trust him because he's so smart. They think that he would be clever enough to kind of keep things hidden away from the general population. But I actually think that Boris is like a mad genius.
He probably is quite clever. He just plays the dummy.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely does. I don't know how clever he is. Politically clever, let's say, not clever.
Well, he's got Mr. Cummings behind him, whispering in his ear, hasn't he?
He's there spinning his web of evil.
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, all we need now is V. It is 2020.
Yeah.
So you got the next one?
Well, yeah.
Gejan Ganga. I think that's how I pronounce it. It's Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, Scandinavian. It's another term for a revenant, the spirit of a ghost of a deceased from the grave. They could have several reasons to return from the afterlife. Murdered people and their murderers could seldom sleep peacefully in their graves. People who committed suicide often come back, and at times people came back from the grave because they felt they had left something undone. Most often they needed someone to help them do this before they could finally be at peace.
So this one's very generalised then.
Yeah. Nowadays it's like, it's got a bit more metal. It's like a bit more evil now.
Okay.
Before it was like, oh yes, it was. I mean, let's just go back to the Vikings.
Before it was just ghosts with an unfinished past, really.
Yeah.
So it was just like help them along their merry way, sort of thing.
Yeah, if they've been murdered, get the murderer. Maybe the murderer is come back to kill more people. So in which case you need to do something.
You
like that.
find the murderer and make sure that they get into trouble, like or they're killed, or some sort of revenge. So they can
take a
move on.
blood debt.
Yeah. Whereas now it's got the sort of story, the legend has got a bit darker.
Yeah, nowadays they're a violent entity, more of a disease spreader.
That's because it's been hundreds of years and they've still not been avenged.
And they would attack people with a dead man's pinch.
Oh, what?
They'd pinch you while you sleep.
That just seems annoying.
And then that'll kill you.
Oh, okay, that's dark.
Yeah.
Why does it kill you? It's like poison you.
It's a dead man's pinch.
Oh, it's like a curse.
Like the kiss of death from a mafia boss.
Ah, okay. So it's like a spiritual curse then.
Yeah.
It's like ghost curse.
Ghost pinch.
Ghost pinch. That's like the shittest move ever. I use ghost pinch.
Depends where you pinch them.
And you're just like, that was a minor inconvenience and it hurt a tiny bit. And they're like, yeah, you'll be dead in about a week.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, so scary. At the time, you would think, like, in a week's time, you'd be like, oh, no, this is real. But then you'd be like, oh, scary.
Well, you know, if you're asleep and you're awakened by a pinch, and then there's like a transparent or skeletal figure standing at the side of your bed, what are you going to do then?
Probably punch him. Or try to punch him.
Well, you've had the dead man's pinch.
Yeah, pinch him back. Pinch me, will you? If I pinch him, does he come back to life?
I don't know. I just grab this fucking skeleton in a headlock and start nuggying him.
He's like, I just gave you the dead man's pinch. I'm like, I just give you the live man's pinch.
Yeah. I just kicked you in your skeletal nuts.
So I just cancelled it out. Your move, ghost guy.
Don't fuck with me. Have you got a crucifix? No. Crucifixes and Christian incantations apparently can turn them away.
Can just be like, the power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, I suppose if you made a cross and your fingers,
with your arm or something.
Yeah, maybe. Painting symbols, especially the cross.
Could just threaten them with holy water.
Yeah. Do you know how to make holy water?
I'll just lie. But this is holy water, stay back! I'm not afraid to use it.
All you have to do to make holy water is say the Lord's Prayer over it.
Oh, okay.
And then it's holy water.
No.
I don't know if you have to be a member of the clergy, but I'm pretty sure that that's all they do to it.
Yeah.
Or what they do to stop you coming back as one is they carry you 3 times around the church when you're in your coffin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I like a bit of Norwegian folklore.
Yeah, it's quite cool. I like that the Vikings used to believe in it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the Vikings had a storied mythology, let's face it.
Yeah, very interesting. Something we'll have to cover at some point.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Their sort of history and mythology.
Well, I won't be too hard. I mean, my ancestors were Vikings.
Yeah.
They also couldn't run very fast.
No.
Oh, well. Next one.
Benjark the Beardless.
Yeah, it would be Bjorn, probably.
Bjorn
the Beardless, I'd imagine his name was. That's what I like to think his name was.
Yeah.
Is that the only Viking without a beard?
Yeah. Did everyone pick on him?
No, I say this because I'm so manly I don't need a beard.
And they're like, I've never seen him pick up a razor ever.
Yeah, I do it when you're not looking.
When nobody's looking. Not even my wife.
Should we got the next one?
Yeah.
The Black-Eyed Children.
Oh, you told me about this one the other day. This one is a creepy one. Because first of all, kids are creepy. Some kids are just creepy.
Hello, Shawn.
Yeah, that voice is creepy. I hate that you can do that.
Black-Eyed Children, or Black-Eyed Kids, an American contemporary legend of supposed paranormal creatures that supposedly resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16, with pale skin and black eyes. They'll knock your door, they'll try and get in your car, and they're always like, hello, can we come in?
Do you know why they're called black-eyed children?
They got black eyes.
They were as creepy as that, so someone punched them in the face, punched them in their eyes. Stop talking creepy.
Can we come in your house? My friend needs to use your toilet.
Oh, that's creepy. That is really creepy.
Please give us a lift in your car. Let us in.
See, that's why they have black eyes. Because I'll be like, no, bang, and then just close my door.
Nothing will happen. While tabloid coverage of these creatures has claimed that tales of black-eyed children have existed since the 1980s...
Are these ghosts, or are these some sort of creature?
I think it's a bit of both. Maybe demonic entities.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they demons? What are they?
Well, in all fairness, this is actually made up.
Oh, okay.
It goes back to 1996.
Yeah, there's a film made on this, isn't there?
There was in 2012. It's an urban legend. It was actually created on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much. Although saying that, the Daily Star in this country in 2014, Daily Star is not a font of journalistic integrity.
Yeah.
Ran 3 sensationalistic front page stories about alleged sightings of black-eyed children connected to the sale of a supposedly haunted pub in Staffordshire.
Were they having a slow week or something?
Must have been. And Cannock Chase as well, which is near us, in Staffordshire, I think.
Why would you say that? You talk about the creepy kids and you're like, oh, and they're pretty close as well.
Yeah, they're on the Cannock Chase. People have been like, hello, we're lost.
We're trying to find our way to Shawn.
Can you help us? Where's Shawn? He left us here.
No.
Yeah.
Creepy kids.
Staffordshire. So some people do think that they're ghosts.
Yeah.
Some people think they're extraterrestrials, vampires.
Yeah.
Demons. The problem is it all does go back to an internet story. Regardless of what sightings there are, this does come from a story someone put on the internet.
Okay. So there's no real weight to this then, no sightings really.
Well, people have claimed
occasional
sightings.
But nothing major.
You know, I mean, obviously someone out walking the dogs on Cannock Chase.
You
know, hello, can you help us? And then like 3 little black-eyed kids come out of the shadows. That's probably going to make me shit my pants.
Do you think kids are just doing that on purpose to freak people out?
Well, this could be another thing, is that as soon as it started, Halloween turns around, or the months before Halloween, everyone's getting black contact lenses and knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Can we come in?
If it's an internet thing, kids would be like on the internet looking at that and be like, I'm going to scare the shit out of some adults.
Yeah.
It would work with me, because I'd probably see that and just run. Or kick them. I'm
going to do some live research now.
Yeah.
Has anyone answered the door to black-eyed kids? Oh God, imagine if they knocked on Jimmy Savile's door.
No.
Hello, can we come in? Yeah, no, now then, of course you can. Come on in.
No.
Oh, man.
No. That's wrong on so many levels.
Just saying.
So many levels.
I saw Carol Baskin, that bitch Carol Baskin got trolled today, didn't you? That video you sent me.
That video was hilarious, where she was wishing... Who was she wishing happy birthday?
Rolf Harris.
Rolf Harris,
and his good friend Jimmy Savile.
Yeah. She was just like... what was it? The children thank them.
Yeah.
Someone literally wrote to her and asked her to say happy birthday to Rolf, and also thanks from all the children.
Yeah.
She didn't think, oh, maybe that's a bit weirdly worded. Maybe I should Google his name.
Yeah.
How has she not heard of either of them either? She's living under a rock in America.
Because all she cares about is cats.
Yeah.
Big cats, and getting rid of Tiger King.
Oh, she's won that.
Getting rid of Joe.
Poor Joe.
Apparently, I heard a rumour that he was having a homosexual affair with her late husband.
Really?
Yeah.
That checks out.
It's a possibility, isn't it?
Her current husband looks like he might be gay, to be fair.
Her current husband hides in a cupboard wearing a Superman costume while someone else bangs her.
Yeah, he's a massive cook, isn't he?
I mean, come on, and the fucking wedding photos she had him on a leash.
Yeah, and he was like wearing a full tiger outfit.
I'm just trying to figure out if anyone's actually opened the door.
I doubt it.
Demonologists believe they're the children of the devil himself, and if you let them in, you're allowing the devil to enter your life.
So they are demons then, or speculated to be demons.
Yes, they want to enter your home to call their parents.
Which so like calling the devil.
Yeah. Calling that. Has the devil got a number?
Well, they've got it. 666. They just put that into the phone.
Oh yeah, someone did. One of the stories goes like this. In the middle of Vermont, an elderly couple heard the sound of 3 loud knocks on their door. They opened the door and saw 2 children, a boy and a girl. Parents will be here soon. May we come in?
Oh, do you have to do the voice?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
The children did not make eye contact and just stood there in the doorway. The elderly couple were hesitant, but after a while they let the boy and the girl inside. The kids sat on the couch while the wife made some hot cocoa and the husband asked them questions that went unanswered. The wife returned and noticed that her cat was scared and angry with the children, who then said, "May we please use the restroom?" The wife looked at the kids and she finally saw their eyes were as black as a starless universe.
That's dramatic.
She directed them to the bathroom and returned to her husband, who was covering his face with his hand. Don't know why. "Did you see their eyes?" The husband then showed her his hand full of blood from a nosebleed.
Oh, damn.
The power suddenly went out. The wife headed to the restroom and was confronted by the voice of the kids at the end of the hall, uttering, "Our parents are here." The kids then exited the house, leaving the door wide open. The wife then noticed there were 2 men at the end of the driveway, very tall and slender. She waved, but did not receive the same gesture. The 2 men and the children then drove away. The power then came back on a little while later after the kids left. Throughout the next week, weird things happened in the house. 3 out of 4 cats went missing, and the 4th had been found dead in a pool of its own blood.
Oh, man.
The husband continued to have nosebleeds and finally went to the doctor, where he was diagnosed with a very aggressive skin cancer.
Jeez.
Yeah. So don't let them in. Do not let them in.
That's a true story?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Just crap that was made up.
Yeah. This is from 2012, apparently. It's from the TV show Monsters and Mysteries in America.
Probably overly sort of made up to try and impress people. Something there. Well, no, something of nothing, I would imagine.
Yeah. Should we do the next one?
Yeah.
Should we do the next one?
You can stop doing the voice now.
No.
You know that creeps me out.
I'm going to start doing it all the more.
All the time.
Yeah. I'm going to speak like this all the time.
So creepy. People are going to listen and be like, God, that guy's creepy.
Yes, I am. Should we do the next one then?
Yep.
Beijing Ghost Bus.
Ghost Bus.
On November 14th, 1995.
This just reminds me of Rick and Morty, the Ghost Train guy. Ghost Train.
Reminds me of Call of Duty's Black Ops, where you have to go on the bus in the zombie mode.
The zombies. That's
we did not last long on the bus.
Yeah, we weren't good on that.
So a man gets on the Route 302 bus. 2 men tried to wave the bus down.
When was this again?
November 14th, 1995, the last bus home.
Okay.
2 men tried to wave the bus down. According to the 2013 article written by Wang Yu, a college student at the time, the bus driver was initially reluctant to pick up the men because they weren't waiting at a bus stop. But because it was the last bus, the conductor said, "Come on, it's the last bus, might as well let them on." Once the mysterious roadside men were on board, passengers were surprised to see they were wearing some pretty badass Qing Dynasty, which is 1644 to 1911, robes, and there were actually 3 men, Ron with long messy hair being supported by the 2 roadside creepers. As the story goes, the men's faces were much whiter than a normal person's, and they didn't interact with any of the passengers on the bus. Naturally, commuters were a bit uneasy about the whole situation, but the conductor called things over by telling them they were likely actors who had no time to change costumes before leaving work. Because that's what you do when you're an actor, you just go home in your costume.
Yeah, just stumbling on a bus. What were they getting on a bus for? Low-paid actors.
Yeah, you're being paid in clothes.
Yeah, just extras.
So slowly the bus began to empty of passengers until only an old lady and the young man remained inside with the mystery men. All was quiet until the old woman abruptly accused the man of stealing her wallet, a claim that resulted in an intense argument. The quarrel was resolved when the old lady insisted the pair get off the bus and go to the nearest police station. Once off the bus, the young man grew enraged with the old woman, realising he'd just got off the last bus and there was no police station in sight. Fortunately for the young man, the elderly woman picked up on something he had missed. The three robed men did not have legs.
Oh damn!
And by default, must have been ghosts.
So she was just trying to get the guy off the bus.
Yeah. The wind coming in from the window raised their robes, and I saw they didn't have feet, the old lady told the man. So therefore, they're ghosts. The following morning, the 302 bus was reported missing, and according to some variations of the story, it would be 3 days until it was found. The bus was eventually recovered in a reservoir miles away from its final destination, and inside were 3 heavily decomposed bodies. The driver, the conductor, and one unidentified body with lengthy, unkempt hair. In some versions of this tale, police found the gas tank was filled with blood instead of petrol.
Oh, that one's real creepy.
Oh, yeah.
Real creepy. So,
bodies were too heavily decomposed for the relatively short time they've been missing.
And this is true. This story's true.
No, it's an urban legend, isn't it?
Another urban legend. No truth to that.
Well, it's come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe someone did at some point.
It's a story that's gone over the top, isn't it? It's probably something like the old woman, like she couldn't see very well because she was old.
Hey, she's the only one that noticed they had no feet.
And she's probably told this story, and it's just spread like wildfire to the point where it's like, oh yeah, and also the bus went missing, and also the people were missing, and then they were found dead, and then they were decomposed. It's just gone from there.
Yeah, I like that one though.
Yeah.
Especially the petrol tank filled with blood.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That's a nice touch. Whoever added that was a nice touch.
I was hoping they were black on. Can we get on your bus?
Oh, you're gonna do that every single time now, aren't you?
Most podcasts.
Every podcast.
I'll probably forget, to be honest,
Hopefully.
at some point.
I hope so.
Would you like to move on to the next one?
Yeah, that one was a bit creepy actually.
Yeah. This is from South Africa.
Yeah.
Pinky.
Oh yeah, I remember this one from earlier. This one has such a nice light name. It's like, hi, I'm Pinky.
You'd expect it to be like a pink teddy bear or a unicorn.
Yeah. I used to watch this cartoon as a kid with 2 mice in it, Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah,
Did you ever
Pinky
hear
and
that?
the Brain, yeah.
And I was like, oh, Pinky, this is going to be some nice little creature or something.
Yeah.
And
what
you
are we
were
going to
like,
do tonight, Brain?
Yeah.
Same as you do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
That was amazing. It's such a good show. But when you said this, I was like, oh, Pinky, that's going to be a really light one. It's going to be some cute creature or something. No, it's terrifying.
Have you ever known an urban legend be good? There's never a ghost of like someone really nice who turns up and helps you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, Casper.
Oh, fuck Casper.
Casper's my hero, man.
Yeah, fuck him.
Like, nobody likes you, Casper.
Yeah, if I was a Ghostbuster, I'd zap Casper.
You'd get him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah,
Would you let the green sludge monster live?
Not Slimer.
Yeah, Slimer.
Slimer's awesome. Slimer's got character.
You like keep sliming everybody.
Yeah. I mean, he might steal my lunch, but it's a small price to pay for the entertainment.
That's true. And when you don't like, you just be like, slime them.
That's it. Slime them, boy, and they just go off. Yeah. Covered in slime, covered in ectoplasm.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinky is completely different to what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's a dark one.
Yeah, basically, it's a South African urban legend. It's a tale of a spectre or spirit. I say spectator then. That's something completely different. Or spirit or monster who lives in girls' bathrooms at school.
See, that's creepy straight away.
Yeah.
What are you doing in girls' bathrooms, you creepy spectre?
As the tale goes, if you wear pink, you upset the monster, and he does all manner of foul things to the offending girls, including injuries, murder, and rape.
God, man, that's just a bad one.
Yeah. The creature, according to the many sightings back in the early 90s, has one hand that is a paw and the other a claw. It resembles...
What, like a bear's paw or something like that?
I guess so.
Or like a dog paw? What kind of paw?
Just as a paw?
And then the other one's like a claw.
Yeah.
So he's like... Why does he need a claw and a paw? I don't get it.
He's Man Bear Pig.
I was going to say, I don't get it. Why does he need one paw and one claw?
I don't make this up.
Is the claws on the paw? Because then he's got...
I guess so.
So, well then, does he not just have...
Well, maybe this is like more reptile claw.
Okay.
A dinosaur-y claw.
Yeah, and the other one's like a bear paw.
A bear paw, yeah.
I was just thinking, if he's got claws on the paw, and he's got claws on the claw hand, maybe that's just another paw, or maybe he's just a bear.
Or he shaved the one hand.
He shaved the one hand to make it look more clawish.
Yeah. It's his gimmick.
Yeah. It's Man Bear Pig, isn't it?
It's Man Bear Pig, yeah. He doesn't attack boys, though.
Doesn't attack them at all?
Nope.
I thought it was that boys couldn't see him, but they could still get attacked.
Oh, yeah, they don't see him. There have been instances where boys claim they've been attacked.
Yeah.
But which boys are wearing pink?
I'd wear pink.
No, I don't.
No, I wear pink.
No, I don't.
You got to break those gender stereotypes, man.
It's too masculine to wear pink.
It's 2020, man. I look great in pink.
I'm sure you do.
I look fantastic.
Oh, great. Good for you. What would you like? A medal?
Yeah, make it pink.
Pink medal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pink gold.
Oh, that'd be
Mix
horrible.
pink into the gold.
That'd be terrible. That'd look awful.
No, me.
Because then it wouldn't be gold.
It would be pink gold.
It'd be polled.
Polled. I'd look great. I'd rock it.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
Yeah, this one I don't like. This one. This one's creepy.
Are you thinking twice about wearing pink and going to the toilet now?
No, I'm still gonna wear pink. If it turns up and tries to rape me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of it.
What if it can't? Oh, it's a demon.
I'm just gonna beat the crap out of it, rip its claw off, and stab it with it. And be like, "Stop raping people, you freak!"
Why don't you rape it with its own claw?
Yeah, stop hanging around in girls' bathrooms, you weirdo. What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, it's a demon. You can't do that.
Oh, I will.
Well, you were chosen instrument of the Lord.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to get out this holy sword out of nowhere. Just going to light up with holy flame.
Ooh.
Right, you fucked with the wrong person.
And then
you pink.
Tear your pink t-shirt off and you've got a massive Christian cross tattooed on your chest.
I'm going to tear the pink shirt off and have a pink vest on underneath. And then like a giant gold cross on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know how that goes.
With a flaming sword.
Let me know how that goes. I don't know where you're pulling the sword from.
Nowhere. It's magic.
Right, so why is... You know what, I'm not getting into this.
It's a magic sword. It just appears out of nowhere.
Okay.
Like the Force.
Do it now.
No, because you're not evil.
Yes, I am.
You don't know that. You don't know who I sold my soul to.
Yeah. I wish I got a better deal. Should have held out.
He said I'd get hair, but he didn't say where. He didn't say where. I wanted it on the head.
I wanted sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
I just ended up with the rock and roll.
And I didn't even get to play the instrument.
Yeah, I just listened to it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like you have unlimited Spotify.
Yeah.
That's it. You sold your soul for unlimited Spotify.
Oh man.
Oh well. You're gonna save a few £100 probably throughout your life.
Great. Great. I could have been a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
But no.
You should have just sold it for a couple of million then.
Yeah.
That's on you. You could have bought the sex, drugs and rock and roll then.
Well, alright.
You could have been a terrible musician and you could have just paid other musicians to hang out with you.
I wanted that devil's guitar, I can just play in like I'm the world's greatest guitarist.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that on like Little Nicky or something? Haven't they got a guitar like that on Little Nicky?
Oh, maybe. Was it a fiddle traditionally? A golden fiddle. In American Dad, he gets a guitar.
That's cool.
It's got a goat hoof on the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
I think I've seen that episode actually.
Right, should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
The Monkey Man of Delhi.
Oh, I love this guy. This guy's awesome.
The Monkey Man who is between 4 and 5 feet tall, has a monkey face, and strikes between midnight and 4 a.m. has pounced on almost 20 victims during the last 5 days. And this was written in 2001.
Okay, let's just say straight off. The people that are out in those times are drunk.
Yes.
They're drunk, aren't they?
All going to work.
Yeah, but they're probably drunk.
Probably.
Or tired, very tired.
Yeah.
If they're up at 4 and they're getting attacked by Monkey Man, which is clearly just a giant crazed monkey. He was like, "Give me your money and your food." He's just attacking them. He's jumping on their back.
He doesn't speak.
No, but that's what he's thinking. He's jumping on their back, mauling them.
Give me your food.
He's probably not as big as they're saying.
Well, they've received complaints from people sleeping on roofs or in the open.
He's just a fat, angry monkey, isn't he? He's like, give me your food.
He's also elusive, slipping into the darkness after his attacks.
So he's a ninja monkey.
Possibly. Some say he wears a helmet. Others insist he sports metal claws, has a shaggy black hide, and possibly roller skates.
Why does he have roller skates?
Because he's Monkey Man.
So he can get away quicker. with all of his loot. Yeah. Just gliding away, running.
Hey, you can't trust a monkey.
Monkey Man.
You can't trust a monkey.
He's literally... Obviously, some drunk idiots added in the rollerblades. But let's be honest, he's a monkey that's clearly trained in ninjutsu. He's a ninja monkey. That's why he's got the claws.
Is he because he's Wolverine and a monkey?
He's a ninja monkey. He's been trained to be a ninja. He lived in a town where they do ninja stuff, and they trained him to be a ninja. He obviously decided to escape and go on the run. So like
right in the Delhi underground, where if you can hire him and no one else can help.
Yeah.
If you can find him and no one else can help, maybe you can hire Monkey Man.
But apparently, there's not a lot of ninja assassination work for Monkey Man. So it's a hard time. So he's mugging people at 4 a.m. to get by.
Well, I mean, the police aren't sure if it is in fact a monkey.
Okay, it could just be a crazed dude, like a really short dude.
A really crazed, hairy dude.
Hairy dude.
Wearing a mask.
It's me.
We contacted...
I've just grown my beard out. And
you've been to Delhi recently?
Yeah, let the chest hair grow out.
In 2001, were you in Delhi?
Yeah, I'm just crawling around going, Monkey Man!
You'd have been quite young in 2001, though.
Yeah, it checks out then. I was probably pretty hairy then, to be fair. It's that Hungarian genetics. I probably had a full beard already.
You came out with a beard.
Yeah, I was just jumping on people's backs going, Monkey Man!
They were skating away on your rollerblades.
Yeah, that checks out. I did have rollerblades back then. Probably, maybe.
Well, they contacted Delhi zoo authorities, and the experts say no simian would ever attack without provocation.
Somebody tried to steal his rollerblades. That made me pretty angry.
Youths armed with axes and sticks, meanwhile, have started patrolling the streets, and right-wing Hindu activists have taken up strategic positions with swords and scimitars.
That's how far this has gone, that they're trying to hunt down the Monkey Man.
Yeah.
Is this guy like the very first mutant? Are we getting like an X-Men thing? He's like a superhero. He's Monkey Man. They're trying to hunt him down.
I hope not.
Well, obviously, I hope he doesn't get caught, but how cool would it be if he has some sort of monkey hybrid powers?
Oh, so he's like Beast?
Yeah, he's like Beast. He could do all the things a monkey... Or like Spider-Man, but he's just hairier.
Monkey Man.
Yeah.
Monkey Man does whatever a monkey can.
Well, they're strong. They're very agile. They can climb and jump pretty much.
Use their tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got proportional monkey strength. Whatever that is. It's probably only slightly stronger than a human.
Yeah, maybe. Shall we have the next one?
Yeah.
Monkey Man. I like Monkey Man.
He should be a superhero.
Yeah, probably is already, to be fair.
We just need to pitch all these ideas to Netflix.
I'm going for that.
They're going to pick up like at least half of them. They pick up everything.
Yes, they do.
They do.
I don't know who bribed them to make that fucking Space Force, and it was shat.
It was alright.
I didn't find it very funny.
It was alright. I think they were going for some sort of space sort of office, weren't they? Well, some sort of military office.
Yeah, but with space.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great actor, but it was a bit dry, wasn't it? It was a bit slow, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen as well, just to completely to go off on one, Star Trek's meant to be getting an animated series.
Yes.
I saw it. I was meant to say, I haven't watched the trailer, but I was meant to send it to you today. I'll have to watch that later.
Be interesting. I don't think the fans are very happy. I've been in some...
Well, apparently, I think it's one of the guys that work for Rick and Morty are making it, so it's going to be funny. I think it'll be
Yes, but there's no humour in Star Trek.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be somewhere between Rick and Morty and Final Space. It'll be somewhere between that, I reckon.
Yeah, but remember, this is to do an animated comedy show in the Star Trek universe. Those nerds will be up in arms. I've already seen them fucking shivering their big fat neck beards on Facebook.
And neck beards.
They've already been. You can't have an animated series. It'll be so politically correct. You know, they're already fucking wanking themselves off in. Yeah,
shaking their necks.
Yeah, they're already wanking themselves off in anger.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
Furiously masturbating.
Probably in their mum's basement.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'll watch it.
I like Star Trek to the point where I'm not a Trekkie.
If it's like Rick and Morty and Final Space with Star Trek nerd stuff, that's everything I would want to watch in a show. To be fair, I know we didn't finish Picard, but I thought it was pretty good. To be fair,
we will finish that at some point.
It's funnier than the old Star Trek. There's more humour in the new stuff.
I like the Next Gen.
That captain, I can't remember his name. You know, the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's sarcastic.
Constantly has a cigar on the go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The only form of cool smoking.
No, smoking's cool. Full stop.
Nah, smoking's lame. But
no, smoking is
a
cool.
Cigar,
full stop.
Like Wolverine or that guy.
And
all the cool guys smoke
Scarface.
Cigars. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with smoking cigarettes.
There's only a few cool guys that smoke cigarettes.
Me.
The roll-ups are cooler than actual cigarettes, though. They are cool.
Well, obviously.
I'll give you that. Like Peaky Blinders, they all use roll-ups, don't they? They do look kind of cool. A little bit feminine sometimes, but
only if you got a holder.
Just gonna everyone that listens to this now is gonna be like, that's it. We can't listen anymore. He hates people that smoke.
Yeah, I love smokers, but that's why I'm coughing.
Yeah, that's why he's coughing for
I
the whole
actually
of
need
it.
to cough really badly. I'm gonna let loose and get some crap off my lungs.
Just be like,
I need to get some crap off my lungs.
just do it now.
No, I won't diss my smoking brethren.
Yeah. They'll be like, he's just coughing because of COVID. It's not because of 20 years of smoking.
21.
21.
Wow.
Yeah.
I should be dead by now.
Yeah.
Oh well. Wasn't planning on living this long anyway, to be honest. I thought I was going to shoot myself in the face at 28 after becoming a famous 27, after becoming a famous rock star.
Yeah, but somebody beat you to it.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to, whatever.
Just steal his idea.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, anyway, next one.
Yeah?
Vanishing Hitchhikers.
Oh, yeah.
I like this one.
This one's very... It's kind of been seen all over the world, hasn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
So let's say a common telling of the story involves a vanishing hitchhiker departing as a normal passenger.
Yeah.
Having left some item in the vehicle or having borrowed a garment for protection against the cold.
Yeah.
And they may also leave some form of information that encourages the motorist to make subsequent contact.
Yeah.
In such accounts of the legend, the garment borrowed is often found draped over a gravestone in a local cemetery.
How dramatic.
Yeah. Or they go and see their family to regain their jumper. He says, I live here, go there, I'll give you your stuff back.
Yeah.
And that person's been dead for years, usually killed in a car accident. And the vanishing hitchhiker story usually occurs on the anniversary of the death.
Okay.
There is also, of course, another variation in the reverse scenario where the hitchhiker gets in and the driver is a ghost.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, it'll crash, won't it?
Yeah. Not all of them involve ghosts. One popular variant in Hawaii involves the goddess Pele travelling the roads incognito and rewarding kind travellers. That's a nice one.
That is a nice one. See, you said there wasn't a nice one.
Yeah.
We just found one.
Yeah, other variants include hitchhikers.
Pele seems like a nice person. / god. Deity.
My favourite one is actually the one, the reports in Japan around the Fukushima.
Yeah.
After the tsunami.
Yeah.
A lot of taxi drivers reported picking people up, and then they'd ask. So, for example, they'd pick up this girl at the side of the road, and she'd say, "Take me to this district."
Why does she sound like that?
Because she does.
Does she have black eyes?
She has black hair.
Okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, sure, but there's nothing there, right? It was completely destroyed." And she's like, "Oh, am I dead?" And then vanishes.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Scary when you do it in that voice as well. There's a lot of sort of creepy stuff surrounded by cars, isn't there? When we were reading through all the different ones we were going to pick to do for this, there was the one where we read about the slasher, the guy that hides under the car, and then you hear something under the car, and you look under the car, and he slashes your legs or whatever he can get. And then there was the one where the back seat where a woman will get in the car.
Oh yeah.
And then
you said to me
Yeah, a lot of women are scared of that.
A lot of women check the back seat. I've never noticed.
Yeah.
I'm going to start looking now.
Yeah, a lot of women are scared of that.
Usually it's me in the back seat, but I'm going to stay in the front now.
No, they get in the car and they look because they're afraid someone might be in the back seat. That would be scary for a woman, the idea of getting kidnapped, I guess.
But if the car's locked, how are they going to get in?
That's the scary thing, I guess. They found a way. But yeah, there's a lot of sort of creepy...
Ghosts find a way.
Find a way. But it might not be... I think with that sort of one, it's not a ghost, is it? It's an actual, like, man. It's a kidnapper that's going to take them. Like, taken.
Yeah.
But... yeah, there's a lot of creepy stories around cars. I wonder why that is.
I think cars are very big in American culture.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
In the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe the 80s. Not too sure about the 80s. They made some beautiful cars. The Mustangs or the muscle cars.
Yeah.
There's some guy up the road from where my mom lives. He's got a... it's a Dodge Cougar, I think.
Oh, okay.
It looks
cool.
fucking amazing. And obviously he's bought it as a project, but it's black. It's got looks fucking awesome. I can't wait to hear that bastard start up.
Yeah. So you think because they're such a popular thing that urban legends just are created around them because it's such a big part of sort of life, especially American life.
Yeah, well, remember that pretty much everyone in America drives, don't they? They have the driver's ed when they're in school.
Yeah.
So by 18, 95% of Americans are driving around.
Yeah.
So I suppose they have all these firsts.
It's such a big country, you have no choice, do you?
Well,
really?
it's not just that they have all their firsts in a car.
Yeah.
You know, they'll take their girlfriend up to Makeout Point in their car.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
It's, I suppose there's a lot of American youth culture involved.
Yeah. Well, you see a lot of horror movies, don't you? And they're all on Makeout Point, and there's like 10 cars, and some of the cars are squeaking as well. And then the murderer just comes along and kills some people.
If the cars are rocking, don't come knocking unless I've left the light on, in which case you can watch.
That's not really my style, man. I'm not much of a
watcher. Just don't jizz up the window.
No.
Otherwise you're cleaning it off.
Oh.
Alright, let's go on to one of my favourites.
Okay.
Spring-heeled Jack.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Ha-ha! Spring-heeled Jack!
Yeah.
Gropey, gropey.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Yeah.
Is that bouncy, bouncy for the boobs or just bouncy, bouncy on the floor?
It's the famous sexual deviant, English sexual deviant, Spring-heeled Jack. In Victorian England, the scariest boogeyman was a fire-breathing devil man who could jump unnaturally high. Some said he was a demon, while others thought he was just an extraordinarily agile human. But no matter what you believed with the legend, Spring-heeled Jack was a name that inspired fear amongst the common folk. Well, the folk generally.
What do you think on this theory that this guy was just like ahead of his time in terms of technology?
Do you think he was like Victorian Batman?
Yeah, so he was basically ahead of his time in technology. He designed these shoes with the intention of being able to basically get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. So he created these spring shoes that could basically imitate what would happen if you ran to your location, but without using any energy expenditure.
Right.
He thought, this is a great sort of technological thing. Awesome. And then he created the fire thing and thought, that'll have great military applications. And then he was walking down the street to kind of take them to show off and be like, yeah, I'm going to get a grant for this, make loads of money, make the world great. And then he saw a really attractive woman. And he just thought, maybe I could use these for selfish reasons.
Maybe I could use them for evil reasons.
Yeah, to perv on women. And instead of, he just kind of got halfway to his meet and he just turned around, put the shoes on and followed her home, springing from building to building.
Well, maybe. Reports of the Wraith that would become Spring-heeled Jack, the Wraith, first started to appear in 1837.
I like that he can breathe fire, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I doubt that you could do that.
He mainly attacked women. The figure/monster would ring a doorbell, and when someone would answer it, he would ravage their clothes with its claws. Other sightings of him simply ambushing people who are out walking.
He has claws as well.
Yeah. Similar reports continue to trickle in throughout the rest of the year, with strange crimes being attributed to assailants in the guise of a ghost, a bear, and/or a devil.
He didn't kill any of his victims, though.
No.
So he's like some pervy demon then, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you. Listener, you can go and check out this picture. I am on a site called atlasobscura.com, Spring-heeled Jack page, and he looks a bit like a Victorian Batman, in all fairness.
Yeah, he does.
If that's an artist's impression. I like that photo.
So he was just jumping around, gliding, and then he had the claws, so it was easier to get their clothes off. What was the fire for then?
Scare people,
just
I think.
Scare them.
I mean, that could be achieved.
So he just ripped their clothes off and hopped away.
Out of grope.
He had a grope, then hopped away.
Maybe.
That's like the lamest villain ever, isn't it?
I know, but it's
But so funny.
I still quite like it.
Yeah. He just rips off. He's like, ha ha ha, and then just jumps away.
Well, apparently...
He didn't make the claws sharp enough to kill someone.
No,
or to scar them, just sharp enough to take clothes off.
Rip their petticoats off.
He was like, I'm a PG villain.
Yeah, I get boobs in this.
Yeah, that's as far as I go.
A lot of people thought it was wealthy idiots running amok.
Yeah, it would have been, probably.
But two of his most well-known attacks, so February of 1838...
He has famous attacks.
Yeah. A man rang the doorbell of Jane Alsop, screaming they had caught Spring-Heeled Jack and that they needed help. When she bought the man a candle there in the dark street, he proceeded to breathe blue flame in her face and tear at her clothes and skin with metal claws.
Yeah.
She ran back towards her house, but he continued to cut her with his claws.
Oh, he didn't cut her, he hurt them.
Until Alsop's sister came to her rescue, scaring off the attacker. Alsop described Jack as having eyes like red fireballs and wearing a helmet and tight-fitting white outfit.
He was definitely thinking he was some sort of ancient, well, not ancient, old-timey villain, didn't he?
Mm.
He definitely thought that. Why was he scared off? If he was going to do that to one woman, why was he scared off by a sister? Was his sister built like a shit brick house?
Possibly.
Just comes out with a giant axe.
This is Victorian London, mate. Yeah. Who knows? Just days after, another attack took place in a different part of London. Lucy Scales was walking with her sister when a shadowy man jumped out and also allegedly blew flames. So he spat blue flames into her face, causing her to have some kind of seizure.
So these aren't flames then, because he's spitting fire at these people. If they were flames, they would be like severely burned.
Yeah.
So they're just saying they're flames, but it's some sort of, it looks like fire, but it's some sort of chemical, isn't it?
Yeah.
That he's just trying to do to scare them and intimidate them.
Yeah. Maybe he's got some kind of gas bottle hooked up in his mask and he can turn it on and ignite it. Whoomph.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's fire. It's going to be something else. It's probably some sort of smoke or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of blue smoke just to scare them, startle them. It's probably got some sort of roofie in it.
Apparently his popular look is a gentlemanly devil figure.
Gentlemanly?
Yeah, I like that picture there, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's just a gentleman devil that's a little pervy.
Yeah.
He just came from hell and he's just like, you know what? I've just come here for a holiday. I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to screw around with some people, scare them. I'm not going to do any damage because I'll get into trouble. And then I'll go home in a couple of years.
Just going to see some boobs.
Yeah, that's all. I'm just going to keep it PG. It's as far as we go.
1837, 1838, there was a spate of occurrences. The mischievous devil made a series of appearances at the Aldershot military base when he harassed and terrified sentry guards in 1877. Then in 1904, Jack made what is considered his last confirmed appearance in Liverpool, where he was witnessed leaping up and down the street before jumping onto the rooftops and boning away forever.
Aww. He fell and broke his neck.
Sadly, no more sightings after 1904.
Oh. Yet.
Until I figure out how to make spring boots.
We could probably do that.
Yeah.
There's probably someone on YouTube that's already made that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just go on there. We'll just get you the outfit.
Yeah, I need a 3-piece suit.
Yeah.
I need a devil mask.
Yeah. And we need to lean you down because the lighter you are, the higher you'll go.
That's true.
And if you want to leap to building, you have to be lean and strong as well, just in case you need to grab on ledges.
I'm going to be like the fucking dude from Assassin's Creed at this rate.
Basically, yeah.
But I like Spring-Heeled Jack.
Yeah, it's cool.
Obviously, you know, I don't agree with the groping of innocent ladies.
No.
Because especially if they don't ask for it.
No. They rarely do, though, to be fair, do they?
Speak for yourself.
Well, that happens to me all the time.
You're just getting chatted up by the male hairdresser you went to today.
No, I'm not. He just said I looked like a football player.
You look like Sergio Ramos, captain of Real Madrid.
Apparently. Everyone that listens to this, all 3 people that probably listen to this, they're gonna Google it and be like, "Oh wow, he must be handsome," and then they'll find a picture of me and be like, "Oh no, he's not." Well, he looks nothing like him.
No, you don't.
No, I didn't.
But I think he was trying to shut you up.
Maybe.
I mean, you don't get many Egyptian hairdressers.
That's true.
Egyptian male hairdressers.
He's a barber.
No. Maybe he fled Egypt.
Maybe.
For his lifestyle.
Yeah.
Who can say it? I support him.
You support it.
I support his lifestyle. I don't obviously indulge in it, but I support it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got distracted there completely.
Yeah.
Last one we got.
People often get distracted when they're around me.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, it's hideous.
It's hideous.
What is that?
Put it all away.
Is it Rocky Dennis? Anyway, last one.
Last one. Already.
Well, I'm sure this is something we can come back to. There is not a shortage of urban legends.
We're gonna have to do one with like monsters, aren't we? Proper monsters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because we've done urban legends, and the Chupacabra was kind of like a legend / monster.
Legend / cryptid, yeah.
Yeah. And obviously like Yetis and Bigfoots and Nessie and all that. We need to do one that's like full on monsters.
Full on proper hardcore like Minotaurs and shit.
Yeah. We'll do
Cyclopses.
that. Yeah, we'll add that to the list that we've got
My
to
Little
do.
Ponies.
Yeah. I want to do Krampus.
Oh, yeah, I looked at Krampus for this, and I was like, shall we? We're sorry to say that for Christmas.
Christmas Krampus special.
Christmas Krampus.
We can call it the Christmas Krampus special.
Christmas Krampus extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
I like extravaganza.
You're going to dress up as Krampus?
Do I get to beat children with sticks?
If you want to.
Yeah, probably dress up as in
you might get arrested.
Yeah.
I'm in support.
That's when I'll Spring Heel Jack my fucking way out of there.
I'm in support of it. Live your truth, man.
I'm going to Spring Heel Jack my way out of there, man.
Just hit him with a bag of coal and jump away.
Yeah. Spring Heel Jack away!
Yeah,
right.
We'll do monsters and stuff at some point, because there's some we could have covered here, but they were less urban legends, more sort of monsters and legends and cryptids and creatures,
myths.
Yeah, because then we talk about vampires and all the big ones and werewolves and stuff.
Oh, we spent 3 hours talking about vampires on Cutting to the Bull.
Yeah.
So, Slenderman.
Oh, you left the best to last.
Yeah, known as
Slenderman.
Known as the Slenderman, or as I like to call him, Slendy.
Because you're intimately personal with him.
No, I just think it's a cute name. Like, Slendy.
Slendy.
And the fact that he doesn't really scare me that much. It's just a dude. It's a very tall man with no face.
Oh, I've got a gif I'll send you of Slenderman later, and he's like dancing next to a kid. The kid's terrified. He's doing this. I'll send it to you later.
Fair enough.
It's awesome.
He is a fictional character. He was originated as a creepypasta internet meme created by Something Awful Forums user Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Surge, in 2009.
Yeah.
He is depicted as a thin, unnaturally tall humanoid with a featureless head and face and wearing a black suit.
I thought that the face thing was a mask.
No, he has no face.
Yeah, I thought it was like a white mask. That you know how like Rorschach wears that?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just like a plain white thing that was pulled all the way down and then maybe tied.
Well, that's a possibility, but he does have no... he's very tall and unnaturally thin.
Yeah. I guess it would make sense for him to have no face, make it even creepier. How does he kill them then? Does he eat them?
Well,
with no face? Maybe he has like a face under the neck.
Well, that's a possibility.
He lifts it up and it's like...
Some depictions of him have tentacles on his back.
Ah, yeah, I've seen that.
Basically stalks, abducts and traumatises people, especially children.
Maybe he can kill those black-eyed kids.
Well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Creepy devil kids.
Hello, Slender Man.
Yeah.
Maybe they're his kids. Yeah. Maybe that's what happens with the kids who get abducted by Slender Man.
Those two Slender Men, those two guys that turned up were really tall and long, weren't they?
Yeah.
Picked them up, maybe they were Slender Men.
That's it.
Oh, that's creepy. Ugh. Why do the kids creep me out so much?
I don't know.
Like having that, they've got like Slenderman butlers, and that doesn't bother me. They're like, yeah, we came to pick up the devil's kids. Have you got them? And I'm like, yeah, they're here. Take them, please. Let them in. He's like, come on in, Slendy. They're over there. The creepy bastards.
Yeah.
Pick them up.
They are quite creepy photos he did. He basically just the competition was get like a completely innocent photo.
Yeah.
And make it really scary.
Yeah.
So he got like some pictures of old black and white pictures of a group of children together at a playground, and then put this Slender Man figure in.
Yeah.
With like the caption, for example.
Did it have the creepy tentacles, or was it just like a long?
Just the dude stood there.
So has the tentacles thing been added afterwards?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
So this one, for example, like one of the 2 recovered photographs from the Stirling City Library blaze. Notable being taken the day which 14 children vanished and for what is referred to as the Slender Man.
Yeah.
Deformities cited as film defects by officials. Fire at library occurred 1 week later. Actual photograph confiscated as evidence. And then, like, photographer Mary Thomas, missing since June 13th, 1986.
Oh, okay.
So, he turned an average photo with a Photoshop into a horror story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's like a movie now for this.
There was a movie. It was crowdfunded. Apparently, it's terrible.
I think it's on Netflix now, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
I think so. They pick up everything. I was just like ripping into Netflix in this one.
For anyone that's
actually pretty awesome, but you know.
For anyone that doesn't know what a creepypasta is, it's just like a horror story someone writes themselves.
Oh, okay.
Usually fairly short.
I thought it was like a bowl of pasta that looked a little creepy.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you clarified that.
Thanks.
I thought like you started eating it and then a face just appeared and it's like, ah.
He's very popular on the internet.
Yeah, he's super
And
popular.
if you type his name into YouTube, not only will you end up with the documentary.
There's like games of it as well, where you're like in the woods.
He appears in games as well.
Yeah. Wasn't you telling me a story or something about him as well? Did someone kill someone for Slenderman or something?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, you told me that the other day.
3 teens, or the pre-teens, or 12-year-old girls. This is where it gets dark.
Okay, so it's going to get real now.
Like I say, if you go onto YouTube and type in Slenderman,
you find him everywhere.
There are some very good CGI videos.
There's some videos where it's like asking you to do stuff, isn't there?
And like going through your door, but really having to crouch down to get into it, and you know, and it is a bit creepy. But
definitely.
We know, as adults, that number one, things like that don't exist in the world, and number two, 5 minutes of background will tell you he was created for a competition.
Yeah. Kids don't do that research.
No.
They just see it on YouTube and they're like, oh, it's real.
That's it.
I have to do what Slenderman tells me to do.
Well, this is it.
Or he'll come kill me.
So I'll tell you about the Waukesha stabbing. On May 31st, 2014, 2 12-year-old girls in Waukesha, Wisconsin, held down and stabbed a 12-year-old classmate 19 times.
Jeez.
When questioned later by authorities, they reportedly claimed that they wished to commit a murder as a first step to becoming proxies for the Slender Man.
Yeah,
okay. So helpers.
This is creating some sort of psycho cult there, then.
Yeah, the idea was that they would go and live in the woods with him and do stuff.
Why would you want to do that?
I have no idea.
Why would you want to live in the woods with that creepy creature?
Because they said that they were afraid that he would kill their families if they did not commit the murder.
Okay. Yeah, because I've heard...
The girl survived, though.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
I've heard that there's, like, I'm not sure if this is true, this is just rumours I've heard, that there's YouTube videos with Slenderman telling you to do stuff.
There probably is.
And if you don't do it, you'll get killed by him or some crap like that. Again, it's just rumours I've heard from kids.
Yeah, probably. I did a special on this with Cut Into the Ball.
Yeah.
And it's quite tragic, actually, the girls, because they had, the one especially, I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head, both had been diagnosed with mental illnesses. One was an undiagnosed schizophrenic.
Okay.
Some of the blame for that has to go to her father, who was a schizophrenic himself.
Yeah.
And was medicated for it, although he didn't find out until he was a teenager.
Yeah.
When the onset of these things tends to kick in and sort of at the outset of being a teen.
Yeah.
He didn't obviously see the same signs in his daughter.
Oh, okay.
And therefore...
Yeah, this happened.
It is tragic because with some help and the proper medication and diagnosis, this wouldn't have happened.
It's one of those things, though, isn't it? Why are these kids seeing all this stuff?
Yeah, and the fact that, I mean, let's just say as well that the girl who was stabbed did survive.
That's good.
She's a trooper.
Yeah, that is lucky. It's good.
Yeah, it is.
But why are these kids even getting to the point where they're getting onto YouTube or onto the internet and they're finding these things and these videos and they're kind of so scared that they think they have to do this? Where are the parents for all this?
Well, parenting nowadays for some people involves throwing your kid the iPad or the tablet.
Yeah, to shut them up.
For an hour or two while you do whatever you want to do.
It's not parenting.
No, it's not parenting. And obviously the child locks weren't on the YouTube.
I get it. If your kid's acting up, give them the iPad, but make them sit next to you.
Yeah.
And put some headphones in every now and then. Just look over and be like, what are you looking at? What are you watching? Just check up on them. Don't let them take it upstairs and then spend 3 hours watching Slenderman videos and playing Slenderman games and then watching some crazy video where it's like Slenderman tells you to do this and then you go and freaking do it because you're so scared out your mind.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's probably what happened with them.
Well, that's it. I mean, you know, few other attacks.
And if your mind's as fragile as hers was, she'd be more prone to sort of doing something like that.
There's a documentary about that stabbing. It is worth a watch.
Where can you find that?
YouTube. I watched it.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. This girl, she is like obviously struggling with her mental health.
Yeah.
She's watching some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, weird, I'm going to put air quotes, joke stuff. Like, what do you get if you put a baby in a blender and then it shows you an animation of a baby going in? It's like, a 12-year-old shouldn't be watching that shit.
No.
She was left unsupervised, and sadly her father, who was, as I say, had the same medical condition, didn't pick up on the fact that his daughter, or go and fucking test her for it.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia is hereditary.
Yeah, that's America though, isn't it? They often let stuff like that slip through the cracks, don't they? The medical system in America isn't brilliant, is it?
No.
Thanks, Trump.
Not just Trump. It's every president who's decided they'd rather spend money give money to the military-industrial complex than provide a social healthcare system for there.
I think I just like picking on Trump.
Because remember, if you want social healthcare in America, you're a communist.
Yeah.
And it's like, really? I've spoken to Americans online who don't believe we have the NHS. So like, what? You can just go to the doctors for free.
Yeah.
Like, well, I pay for my taxes in it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And like, wow.
Yeah.
You're shitting me. That's communism? And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Because they've been brainwashed to believe that's the only way it's possible.
That's it. And it's anyway. There's another attack in 2014. 13-year-old girl attacked her mother with a knife. Jeez. She'd been writing fan fiction involving Slenderman.
Yeah.
14-year-old girl in 2014 as well set her family's house on fire while her mother and brother were inside. She'd been reading online stories about Slenderman 2 and some manga called Soul Eater.
Okay.
You ever seen that one?
Yeah, I watched the anime. Sorry, it's good.
So that's Slenderman. I mean, in some portrayals of the Slenderman, he has a daughter named Skinny Sally.
I don't know why they needed to add Soul Eater into that. It has nothing to do with Slenderman.
No, like I say, there isn't a movie. It only had. Well, saying that, it was declared a bomb. It was crowdfunded. It got 10 million.
Yeah.
Went on to make several times that.
Yeah, because people are going to watch it because it's such a popular rumour, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair to the guy who invented this, Victor Surge.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool name.
That's his screen name. His real name's Eric Knudsen. He pretty much owns these. I think he owns the Slenderman.
So is he making money off of all this then?
I guess he is, but he at least comes out and says, "Look, I didn't want kids looking at this. This is not for children to look at. Yeah. This is a horror site for 18 and over or 21 and over, whoever old it is. You know, I'm really sorry that this has happened, but you can't blame me for this. Which is, you know, look at Columbine when Marilyn Manson got the blame.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but the problem is, a lot of people just don't want to take responsibility. Yeah, it's easier to blame someone else.
When you create something and you put it out into the world, you're not really in control of that creation anymore.
No, that's it.
His intent was never for it to get that point, was it? It was just to freak out some teenagers, probably. Yeah, that was his intent.
It was just created for a bit of horror.
Yeah, he probably thought the people that were going on there were probably teenagers or early adults, and he was just like, I'll just freak out a couple of people. And it just got way out of hand, and now we're seeing like 8 and 9-year-old kids watching these YouTube videos of Slenderman telling them to kill their parents. It's like, what happened? And why are these people making these videos?
Well, sick minds, man.
Yeah, trying to convince children to do crazy things.
And let's face it, the internet's a fucked up place.
It is.
You know? I think that's the end. I think that's a good place to end it there.
Yeah.
I don't think we were ready for the internet as a species.
No, we weren't ready. Definitely, I agree with that. It's kind of made us... The idea behind it was to connect the entire world, and we're more disconnected than ever, aren't we?
Yeah. Says the two people putting a show out on the net.
Yeah, well...
Listen to us! Listen to us speak!
Yeah. It'll connect you, we promise.
Soak in our wisdom!
Our wisdom.
Well, my wisdom.
Your wisdom.
Okay.
My witty humour.
Yeah, you're the face man of this operation.
Wait a minute, I'm the looks of something where you don't actually see the people.
Bingo.
What is the point in that?
Marketing.
You're like, just sit there and look pretty, and I'm like, but they can't see me. You're like, exactly. Yeah. Just shut up. they pay to see me, and I'm like, what? You get paid?
Here's some rum.
Yeah. Just take the rum.
Take the rum.
You're there making millions. I'm just like, what?
Anyway, thanks for listening. I've been Ben. Don't drink the Flavour Aid. Don't join a cult. Don't kill someone for Slenderman.
Yeah, definitely. Do not kill anybody. And I've been Shawn. Thanks for listening.